Hey guys, so today I wanted to film kind of like a glowy, glittery, not too much makeup. We'll see how that goes. Makeup look. I don't know why I decided to do that today because it's hot. I'm like borderline sweaty, and this is probably just not the time or place to do a glowy, fresh, glittery look, but that's what I feel like doing, so that's what I'm going to do. For foundation, I'm going to be using my Kogen Dough Moisture Foundation, Maifanshi, if that's how you say it, in 112, and I'm going to be going in with my Real Techniques buffing brush to put that on. I've been kind of struggling a lot with my breakouts recently because it's that time of the month, not to be TMI, but it's true. So I got this one big one down here and some all around. I always just break out on my chin. They suck and they hurt. So I just wanted to go in with like a thin layer of this foundation and build it up wherever I need to if I choose to do that. Or I'll just put on some concealer over top. This gives a pretty good coverage. I would not recommend this for people with oily skin at all because this is, like it says, super moisturizing. And like, it's not oily, but it's like borderline kind of oily. But I really like it. You just gotta have the right skin for it and know how to work with it, which I'm still learning how to work with it. I have never used a sponge to apply this. I just have used a brush. I'm not sure if a sponge would work well with this. I can always try, I guess. Just because it's so moisturizing and stuff, I didn't want the wetness, the water from the sponge to mix with the moisture. I don't want to say oiliness because that just sounds really bad, but that part of this foundation and make it separate and look weird. I don't know if you can tell, but that, my forehead and stuff, it really gives a nice shine to the face. I'm going to take my Bare Minerals bareSkin Complete Coverage Serum Concealer in the color medium, and I'm going to just go over my troubled spots and maybe a little bit on my cheeks to build up the coverage. Let's see what smoothing this over with my beauty sponge will do. Seemed okay. I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer in the color Fair, and I'm going to take that under the eyes and around the eyes. And I'm going to blend that in with my Real Techniques sponge. I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in the color Fair, and I'm going to set under my eyes and around my eyes and kind of my T-zone with that. And I'm going to use a Real Techniques contour brush to do that. Do you guys prefer setting your concealer with a brush or a sponge, with loose powder, with pressed powder? I usually prefer doing it with my wet sponge and with my loose powder. but I do it with a brush sometimes. I've found that with a brush it doesn't set it as well and I tend to crease sooner, but I'm not sure if that's just me or you guys get the same thing or what, you know, what, I don't know. Everywhere else it doesn't seem to matter, but I mean, I don't really crease anywhere else, so who knows. So just to set the rest of the face, I'm going to be going in with my Rimmel Stay Matte Powder and my Real Techniques powder brush. And I'm just going to lightly set the rest of my face because this foundation, it doesn't totally dry down. So trying to blend contour over it, it can get a little patchy. For contour today, I'm going to be going in with my Revolution Makeup Iconic Lights and Contour palette. And I'm going to be using this color to do my contour, and I'm going to mix all of them together to do my bronzer. I'm going to be using my Essence of Beauty blush and powder brush to do that this side. So, I've got news. Yesterday, day before yesterday? Yesterday? I don't remember. It's been a lot. My husband found out that the job that he's had for like 5 or 6 years, that it's gonna be closing down, and it's gonna be moving all of its stuff out here to Georgia, because that's where the company is, like the main part of the company is. So that means everyone that works out here is losing their job. And right now, my husband's the only one that's working, and I've been focusing on school, and we've been getting help from my parents. So it's really stressful, but the good thing, it's good, but it's also like not good, but it's really great. The good thing is that my husband is being offered a job with the company still, but in Georgia, since that's where they're moving. And he'd be keeping his pay or maybe making more, and he'd be becoming the lead in his department, and instead of just working, you know, under the lead, which he does right now. So he's getting offered like something really great. I'm going to be using my Flawless Face Brush from Bare Essentials, and I'm going to be going in with all those colors and mixing them and putting them as my bronzer. Sorry, I'm not like super joyful and happy. I'm like overwhelmed and stressed. But so he was offered that, which is absolutely wonderful, and I'm so proud of him, and I know he'd be amazing at that. But it's in Georgia, and like, I've never lived anywhere else. I've been to Georgia once, and that was just on a connecting flight when I was going to Austria. And I remember the people that were working in the food court were not nice. So there's my first impression of Georgia. But living out there, you know, would be way less expensive. So that's a plus. You know, we'd be able to, like, you know, get an apartment or like maybe even a house, and we'd be able to put away money and, you know, do all that. But I don't want to live out there indefinitely. Like, you know, my family's out here, all my friends are out here, my cat is out here. You know, the place that we live right now doesn't allow pets, so my cat is living at my parents' house, and she's older. I'm going to be going in with Benefit Coralista blush and taking it on the blush side of this dual-ended brush. So, like, I don't want to move out there and then you know, oh, Lucky passed away, you know, and I didn't get to see her. And my grandpa, you know, he's 95 and he's living in an assisted living home, and he's doing like absolutely wonderful mentally and stuff, but his body is like kind of iffy. He's really weak and doesn't, you know, he needs a walker to walk around, and it's, you know, hard for him to get up and stuff. And so, like, there's my grandpa, my cat. I couldn't imagine leaving. I was crying about it all day yesterday. Not all day, but I was crying about it yesterday. Because it's just like such a big decision. Like, if I could just move out there. Oh, another thing is I'm going to school for nursing, and apparently the company like has a good repertoire with the college over there, and their college is really known for nursing apparently. So that's good. That's another plus. But like, I don't want to move away. Oh my god. So like, if you know, if we just moved out there for a couple years and then I like did my school and we could save up some money and then move back out here, that'd be good. But I still, like, it wouldn't be like as good as just staying here, but I'm going to be taking that same Revolution Makeup Iconic Lights and Contour kit, and I'm going to be going in with this shade to highlight, and I'm going to use my Morphe 510 brush. So yeah, so that's been on our mind last night and yesterday. My husband like did not sleep last night, and I was having trouble sleeping too. It's just like a super big decision. So I don't know, we're gonna go to my parents' house tomorrow and talk to them about it and see if they have like any ideas. Like, the last thing I want to do is like move out to Georgia and then like start a family and live out there. Like, that's not what I've ever had in mind. Like, I would never ever want to start a family away from my family, because I grew up really close to my grandparents. I mean, I had one set of grandparents that lived up north in Santa Cruz, and I had one that lived out here in Pacific Palisades. And I loved hanging out with my grandparents. I just don't know. But yeah, that's my big update. I don't know. I'm going to be going in with my L'Oreal Brow Stylist Boost and Set in the color, I've said this a million times, but I always forget, dark brunette. And I'm just going to be using that in my eyebrows today. I closed the window that I am always sitting right next to for this video, so hopefully there will be no airplane noises. Because like I said in my first video, I live next to an airport, so it's kind of hard to avoid. My husband and I have been looking at like apartments and houses and stuff out in Georgia just to like be curious about it and see. And right now, like, we're getting a good deal where we're living, and we have a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, and it's $1,650 a month, which is so much. And an equivalent place out there in Georgia is about $700 a month, which is amazing. And like 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom houses are like just under $200,000, when that out here is like $600,000 or $700,000. It's just crazy. Like, that's the thing, like, moving away from California, then you get to like have an affordable place to live. But then you're not in California, and I'm not by my family or friends. Ugh. I'm gonna go in with that same contour color and using my Morphe M514 brush, and I'm gonna just put it in my crease. But like, at the same time, like, couples, they move sometimes, and they like, you know, build a new life of their own and have their own family and, you know, do all that. That happens all the time, you know. Couples move away from their parents, and like, it's normal. I just never thought, I've never thought that would ever be a thing that I'd do. Like, the one thing that really gets me going too is just my cat. I love her so much. And I would just be so upset if I moved away and she passed away. I just, ugh, don't cry. I'm going to be going all over my lid with a Real Techniques base shadow brush with the same highlighter color I used earlier. Does anybody that's watching this right now, do you guys live in Georgia? Could you tell me about it? What it's like? Because all I can think of is like hellish summer and like lots of bugs and possible hurricanes. Tell me something good. I'm not sure what I want to put on my eyelids. I'll do Stila Wanderlust. So, I think I want to try doing a pink winged liner, pink glittery winged liner. Should I do a white liner first and then put this down? Because I don't know how... Let's give it a shot and do white liner first and then we'll put this on. I'm going to be going in with my NYX white liquid liner and I'm going to do a wing liner with that. It feels weird like I'm putting white out on my eye. Sorry. Now I'm going to be taking my NYX Liquid Crystal liner in Crystal Pink. Okay, now I'm going to try to be super careful and apply my mascara, which is going to be my L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black Mascara. It's got a little wand, so I'm hoping that'll, like, help me out with not getting it all over my eyelids. We'll see. This is a super great mascara if you want lots of length. It, like, really... It really gives you that. Not volume, really, though. Talk about length, right? For my lips, I'm going to be going in with my ColourPop Lippy Sticks in the color Monkey. And I'm going to put a little bit of that on and kind of rub it in. And then I'm going to go over it with my MAC lip glass in the color Purr. This smells so good. So that concludes this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I had a fun time doing it. I am happy with the way it came out. It didn't really come out not too much makeup-y, but what can I say? I like putting on makeup, so oh well. Sorry for the like kind of sad me in the middle. It's just I'm going through a rough time, I guess. So I hope you enjoyed it though, and please don't forget to subscribe and like and comment and share this with everyone you possibly can. I'd really appreciate it. So thanks for watching again. I'll see you next time. Bye.